The North London derby at Wembley, big attendance, Aubameyang signs, Mkhitaryan signs, Ozil re-signs, big win at Everton. We all get our hopes up, and then we put in something that's just like expected, but at the same time you're thinking, what the hell are we doing? The first half, alright, people gave us credit, but you just knew that at one point Tottenham were going to take a chance. We did what other teams do to us, where it's just sit back and there's a barrage of shots after shot after shot, and you just know, okay, we're going to get one. We'll win. This is exactly what our approach was with the Tottenham game. We gave them, in parts of the game, both teams gave each other so much respect. It was like, we're not going to go at you. Both teams have been a bit shaky at the back. Both teams have had their off days lately. Tottenham in the first half against Liverpool, us for most of the season. No doubt our defence was the one worry from both sides that Tottenham wanted to exploit. That's what I don't understand in terms of our game plan. It was too defensive. It was like our strength was defence, like the Mourinho teams of years ago, like United now, like Chelsea when they won the titles. They're built on strong defences, and that's something that they focused on. Our strength is attack, and that's all the publicity, that's everything that we're talking about lately is that attack. That attack can do things if the rest of the team backs them up. I don't understand why Wenger set us up in such a way that when we're playing one of the best teams in the league, and I hate to say that, but they are consistently doing quite well, that we set up so defensively and we just invited pressure on an aspect of our game that isn't strong. Defending. The best form of defense for us right now is attacking, because if we can get goals, we're in games. If we're just defending, you're not going to get goals, and you're inviting more pressure to concede goals, and we inevitably did. Like, Kane's header was great, but I don't know what Koscielny was doing. He wasn't defending properly. There's just dumb things. The second we concede, Monreal's complaining like it's offside or like he's pushed Koscielny when it was just a clear jump. You see Ronaldo get that high. Kane just leaped. He read the ball perfectly, and it was always going to happen. And then after the next 10 minutes after that, I was shitting myself. Kane's volley, another header from Kane, Dele Alli with the little flick over check that missed. We had a couple of chances at the end with Lacazette, but at that point, it's too late. That was the only time in the game when we decided to start playing. Ozil was non-existent. Aubameyang, he's not a player where he's like a Sanchez. We can give him the ball and he's just going to make something happen. He makes the run, but he expects the team around him to bring him into the game. Lacazette, he creates chances a bit more. What can you really say? We're 7 or 8 points out of the top 4. Tottenham are marching ahead of us. It doesn't look like we had any sort of specific game plan for this. We didn't respect Tottenham. We gave them the ball. That cross, I don't know who it was, the Tottenham player, to Kane that then scored. He had all the space in the world. Xhaka could have closed him down, but instead he's just standing there. And then the ball goes in. You watch the replay and Xhaka's just like, well, it's not my fault. It's like, it is your fault, mate. You fucking should have closed the space down. We didn't close enough space across the board. We gave them way too much space to cross balls in, one after the other. The thing about Tottenham, and I hate to say this again, is that and I mentioned this to my friend who we watched the game last night together, and they improvised. We played very narrow. We defended the middle part of the pitch, which is the most dangerous part, which was great. They had to come in from wide positions. And a lot of other teams, including us, I think, would just keep going the same way, try to keep playing their game. They changed their game in the second half. They went more aggressive. They played faster. They whipped balls in. They knew that something was going to happen. If you get balls into the box, something's going to happen. When you got someone like Kane there, you got Eriksen whipping them in, some of his crosses yesterday were just, you couldn't defend them. You could not defend them. Something's going to happen. Whereas we just kept playing the same game, patience. Didn't turn on the aggressiveness, didn't push harder, didn't try to get our players that were missing into the game more, like Aubameyang didn't target him more. I think he had 6 touches for the entire game, or the first half. For the entire game, we had 3 shots with 1 on target. It's just the same old. And yeah, we talk about the attack, and yeah, at home we're great, but defending away from home is just shocking, and we're a different team. And I feel like if we're struggling in defence and we don't have any key defenders that we can buy now because we have to wait until the next window, we've just got to focus on our game, and attack. And I feel like that's going to win us more games than if we sit back like we did and we just invite the pressure. my man of the match had to be Jack Wilshere. He was fantastic. He was the only player that really tried to drive through the Tottenham midfield, because that was the one part of the pitch where they just dominated. And we knew that going into the game, that we played our nanny there. But again, a guy that isn't really in big games really at all for us lately, and we suddenly bring him into one of the biggest games for us in terms of reaching top four, and North London is red and all that crap. But it's just suspect decisions. I mean, the subs were a bit iffy. Mkhitaryan off was a bit harsh, I feel. Even though he was having a bit of an average game, you always know with players like him that there could be a chance where he creates something out of nothing. Lacazette didn't start. Again, confidence is low. That really was shown in the finishing that he had. Aubameyang, can't really say too much to him. He made some good runs. The couple of them that looked borderline onside. And that's part of his game. If you give him 6 or 7 of those and a couple come off, he's going to score a couple of goals. But we didn't go to him enough, which was annoying. Then Lacazette came on, we pushed him wide. Monreal, tricky, not that great. Koscielny, Mustafi, a bit shaky. Czech, everyone's going to give me shit for this, but I thought he kept us in the game. His passing out of goal was terrible, but he saved so many that it just made up for that. And that it could have been 4 or 5-0, but it kept it to 1, so much so that we almost had a chance to equalise in the last minute, which we didn't. Europa League coming up, I think that's our best bet for Champions League. We've got to put all our eggs in that basket. Let me know what you guys think. I think defensively is not our way to go, especially until we get some more reinforcements. We've got to play our game. We've got some of the best attackers in the Premier League. We need to use them. I think Wenger got the tactics wrong again. I think we gave Tottenham way too much respect. And yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you soon.